Hello and welcome back to River Styx Media. It's a time of the month again. It's time for the monthly book review, and it's a rarity. It's actually on the first of the month, so that's weird, but cool. And for this month, we are reviewing When the Moon Hatched by Sarah A. Parker. This is the first of the Moonfall series. I believe the second book is coming out in the fall, give or take. Who knows what will happen between now and then. But yeah, I enjoyed this. I enjoyed the story. I absolutely love the character of Rave. She's a badass. She's outspoken. She doesn't mince her words at all. And she's a little bit more than human. And you start to piece that together at the end of the book. So that's really cool what they did with her. Now, it is considered a romantasy book. There is one very descriptive sex scene, but it doesn't draw away from the story, and that's what I'm starting to find with these romantasy books. I know that they're geared towards women, and they're like, but you know what? That a little sex is fine. Some are more descriptive than others. This was a little bit more descriptive than Fourth Wing. So, yeah, I enjoyed it. I absolutely love the character of Rave, like I said. I absolutely despise the character of I think it's Rek Varos, bounty hunter. I absolutely despise him and absolutely hate him, and I was ready to kill him, just by how he treats dragons. So, speaking of dragons, dragons are a big part of the culture of the book. So, certain people can ride them. They are wild. The dragons are. And I guess it's a rite of passage with some of the races. So the humans in this are actually called Fae, and some of them get bonded with a dragon by stealing a dragon egg, and which is very dangerous. If they manage to do it, they hatch the egg, they nurture the egg, they bond with the egg, and then that dragon becomes basically bonded to them for life. So that's really cool. Wish there had been a little bit more about the dragons, but it's not the dragon story, it's basically Rave's story. And so the way that magic is set up is there's elements in the world. There's fire, water, wind, rock, and I believe dragon magic, because some people can access something called dragon sight, which they can actually see dragon runes, which normally can only be seen with dragon's fire. And they can hear the voice of that god and be able to wield that element, which I thought was cool. It was a different take on magic. Now, what else was there? Okay, so it's set up that each chapter is from a different perspective. So most of the chapters are from Rave's perspective, but there's a couple there's a few chapters by Khan, the love interest, his perspective. There's Kumpo from his sister Vea's perspective. There's even a chapter by Rek right at the end, and but it all contributes to the overall story, which is really cool. I like when an author does that, and they do it, and it's not choppy, and it's seamless. So yeah, that was fun. It was fun to read that way. But yeah, I highly recommend it. different take on the fantasy, different take on the whole romantasy genre. I recommend it, and I definitely look forward to reading the second book. One thing I will notice, and I noticed this when I first picked it up, and you probably can't see it, but the pages are almost like a sea green color on the edge, but inside they're white. And this brings me to my next clue, and I couldn't have done that better if I tried. Throughout the book, and I don't know if you can see it, there's these little images. Like, this is one for a shop called the Curly Q, which you can buy writing supplies and weapons off the books. And there's another right near the end. I hope I don't give this away. But right near the end, there's another one where it shows these pictures. And I thought that was really cool, and it really drew you into the story because you could actually visually see these things. And to me, it just immersed you a little bit better into the story, which not many authors do that, which I was glad that Sarah A. Parker did. So, yeah, like it's little things like that that I look for in an author, and I look for when I'm reading. So, anyways, highly recommend it. Highly recommend When the Moon Hatched by Sarah A. Parker, and I definitely will be reading the second one in the series. And yeah, so as always, if there's anything you want me to review in the future, leave a comment down below. If I have it, I'll set aside. If I don't have it, I'll look about getting it and setting aside. And we'll see you next month.